just go on like that. And when you're taking off, you got to come off the other direction from the other end.
Into the wind, yeah.
And pull it up and just go around the trees and up over the top.
Oh, man. And what'd you do with the plane? What'd you need the plane for?
Because it took me 12 hours in my pickup truck to go over this 13,000 from where we live
Right.
to the 13,000 foot mountain. I had to drive up this dirt road to get to the top of the mountain, and along the top of the mountain and top of the mountain and down and down and down and down over this dirt road along the, just took me 12 hours in my pickup truck to get from my house to the end of the road, which is where the little village was there, where we had
Barrias.
Barrias.
What's Buddies?
It's a name of a town.
Hmm.
Small town, real plain. Mostly Mayan Indians and Latin guys too, but it was. So it was 12 hours there, and then to go down from that, and that was at 5,200 foot level in the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Our farm was at 800 feet level. So we had to get down to the farm from the end of the road. That's another 8 hours to get down to the end of the farm. On foot or on horseback, it didn't matter. And then when you want to get done, when they come back, guess what? You got to go back up the mountain again. Walking or riding a horse, whatever. 8
So I
hours.
remember doing that trip. I remember flying in, and I remember doing the trip on the, I didn't have a horse, the donkey. Donkeys are super uncomfortable.
I walked it. I got to where I would walk it. I just walked it. I could get there before the horse up that mountain.
Really?
Well, I was younger and in good shape too. I was working, man. I was working. And anyway, so that it took 2 days, in other words, to get from the house to the farm.
At the end of the street.
And I had a part-time job in Guatemala City with an equipment distributor who distributed mining equipment.
Mm-hmm.
So I was calling on his mining customers, and it just, I needed the money. That was our only income.
Right.
See, so I bought the airplane because it took me an hour and 15 minutes to get to the farm.
Wow.
An hour and 15 minutes to come back. That left me more time at the farm.
Wow.
Instead of 4 days lost and all that effort, all that up and down that mountain. I got tired of it.
Hour and 15 minutes.
Anyway, I sold the plane when we came back.
How much did you sell the plane for?
I think $8,000.
How much did you buy it for?
$8,000. Well, I traded a plane. I bought an old plane with wooden wings and fabric body on it, old 1946 model, and it didn't have the capability of getting in and out of that runway.
Ah,
It didn't? So you had to get this Cessna.
So I had to get rid of that, and I got a Piper Cherokee instead.
yep.
Piper Cherokee?
Yeah.
Bigger engine, sleeker design?
Well, it was more modern and it was more reliable because it was newer. It was a '64 model.
And short takeoff too. And short
Well,
takeoff.
it did fine with me
Oh yeah.
and another passenger that it was really light
Yeah.
because getting over those trees, coming in there and going out of there was really tricky with that. It was really risky.
Right.
Really risky. So I traded that in. I paid $4,000 for the Cherokee and sold it for that and put that towards the Cessna.
Jeez.
And the Cessna has nobody can beat those Cessnas
Yeah.
for that kind of an operation.
So it no problem. Even if you had two people with you?
It didn't matter, no.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, not real lard asses, but
That's what they used at the Aero Club there at Kelly. They would fly them all day. They had two C-172s, two Cessnas, and easy to learn. I guess they said real
yeah, they
friendly to
use them
fly.
for students. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I had one. Mine was a 182.
Yeah.
It had bigger, more power, a 230 horsepower Continental motor in it. It would get off the ground if you knew how to fly it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it's in the pilot, not the plane. You got to do it.
I want to learn how to fly.
Well, it costs money.
These girls. What do you got on your hand?
Nothing. She just licked it for some reason.
Hello, Soapy. All that whining. What'd you want?
She just want to be held.
Well, thanks for the story, Dad.
You're welcome. Why don't I go out in the car and get the